Bloomberg Audio Studios. Podcasts, radio, news. This is Bloomberg Businessweek Daily with Carol Massar and Tim Stenovec on Bloomberg Radio.
Carol, you've talked about this a lot. Small and medium-sized businesses just helping to power this economy. According to the U.S. Chamber of Commerce, small businesses in the U.S. are responsible for providing employment for about half of the American workforce, and they represent more than 43% of the GDP of the U.S. So understanding small businesses gives us a good idea of how the economy is doing.
We love talking to the space. Mark McCaffrey has a great read on all of this. He's the CFO of GoDaddy, which provides a broad range of online services for small and mid-sized businesses. Think internet domains, website hosting, and so much more. The company, by the way, has a market cap of close to $25 billion, so it sees a lot of small businesses, and it serves more than 20 million customers around the world. Mark, nice enough to join us here in our Bloomberg Interactive Broker studio.
You're not wearing any Goggins goggles.
Oh,
what
so
is going on?
You saw our little promo today.
Oh, I saw it. Yeah, I saw it.
Walton, he's a big fan of ours, right? Obviously got us back into the Super Bowl and everything. But you know, he's an entrepreneur. You know, he is an entrepreneur.
Does he really make these classes?
He has many ventures that he has gotten into through his life. And when he came up with this idea for the goggles, we just thought it was the perfect match for us. Here you have a great actor who is passionate about small businesses, wants to launch this goggle idea. And, you know, we breadcrumbed it out through the whole fall. He started with announcing it on social media, got a little buzz. We started with announcing that we're going back to the Super Bowl, got a little buzz, and then we tried to drive everybody to connect that he was going to be our new spokesperson, and he is fantastic.
So what's the ROI on that?
The ROI, you know, he
costs money.
Oh,
a Super Bowl ad costs money.
Super Bowl,
I saw he was at the New York Stock Exchange today. He's not doing that for free.
He is standing up there ringing our bell today because it was our 10th anniversary of being a public company. But when you think about where GoDaddy was as a domain company and where we are now as a one-stop shop for entrepreneurs, we need to get that message out. Like we have such useful tools for the mom and pop shops to now do business not only on the corner but in social media. They want to do professional emails. They want to do marketing campaigns. We can handle it all for them, and we did that with Walton. Like we handled all his platform for him so he can get out there and sell this. So you know, hey, we've been around for a while. This is a long-term play. We're not going anywhere. We have a great company that grows. We're profitable. We generate a lot of free cash flow, and it's because we have such good retention with our customers. You look at our ARPU, it's just over $200 for an entrepreneur, a micro business. That's a good deal. We provide a lot of value, and that's why they keep coming back.
So remind our audience, though, in terms of churn and stuff, or that once you get a customer, how long do they typically stay with you?
So they'll stay with us if we get them to a second product. Our retention almost goes through the roof with them. If we get them to a third product, we have a customer for life. And that's why we have this compounding element of cash flow. People just keep renewing. So we say our average, you know, is around 85%. But if the longer they stay and the more they use our tools, or if they engage with our care guides, you can actually talk to a live person with us in our care organization still. And when they engage with our guides, that lifetime value just goes up. So we always use the statistics when we're out there talking. If you assume a domain is 1x, if we can get someone from a domain to an email to a website and then to transacting, it's 83x LTV for us on our customers. And we do that because we focus on our customers. Like this is the place we go to. Like we know this customer.
Let's talk AI. Because you guys have your AI platform, GoDaddy Aero. When are we going to see it start to make an impact on ARPU?
So we're starting to see the beginning stages of the monetization. And again, we are a long road. We're not in a rush here to get to a certain place in a short period of time. We're taking our customers from discovery to engagement and then ultimately to monetization. And that starts to show up in our renewal rates. Now, we just launched this recently, but when you think about it, 20 million customers, you know, we have out there. This is our platform. It's consolidated. And we're starting to see our average order size goes up. We're starting to see our upper. Now, for us, remember, it starts with bookings. And then over time, it becomes revenue. And that's the point that it starts to hit our ARPU.
Okay.
So it takes a little time to get in there. But what I always say is, hey, This is about the long-term play, us supporting micro businesses because we want them to continue to be successful. If they thrive, you gave some great data out there. If they thrive, we do great.
Well, are they thriving right now?
Well, so this is a very durable, optimistic group. They always feel good about what they're doing. And you know what's amazing about this group too is even if they do hit a failure point, they
felt good during the pandemic.
They felt good during the pandemic. They were optimistic.
Great financial crisis.
We actually see some of our numbers go more into entrepreneurialism when you know you're trying to do a side hustle or a side gig, or you want to start selling. I always joke. My joke is, if I want to sell my baseball cards all of a sudden and make a side business out of it, you know, I have to do that somehow. So this is a group that is just very optimistic. Doesn't mean they're always confident in the economy, right? But they are optimistic in their chances to be successful in doing what they love.
So they're willing to at least make that first.
Yes.
To get their business going.
Yes.
I mean, so what insight do you have, especially among your customers who are repeat customers, stay with you, expand their services with you? I mean, that's a better indicator perhaps, right? In terms of what they are seeing about the economy. What are you seeing from them? What are you hearing from them?
We are hearing that they want more help reaching different channels, audiences themselves. So you think about it, right? You're maybe selling in your local town. Well, now social media becomes a platform. But if you're, you know, I ran into a customer and she was panicking because her daughter was going off to college in a month, and her daughter did all her social media campaigns. So we have a tool that literally takes all the inbound emails coming in from all the platforms, creates an outbound marketing campaign for you, and it'll do it based on, you know, whatever you're. These are the type of tools we provide, and this is what they need. They need it all to work, you know, because you're not talking about a sophisticated customer group or
right. But that is more of like, my daughter is going to college and now I need to do it. But are you seeing any signs of stress? Because, you know, as Tim said, Mark, coming into it, small business, medium-sized business, but small business, the backbone of what we do. Yeah. And so when there's some stress, and we've seen it in business sentiment surveys, cutting back on CapEx, consumer sentiment as well, another side. But I mean, I'm just curious, are you seeing any signs of stress or holding back a little bit?
We haven't seen any signs of that coming out of 2024. Now, I will say
in the last couple of weeks.
Yeah, so we'll get out there with this current year when we have a chance to get out there. But you know, you remember, we are actually engaging a lot of these entrepreneurs before they actually become a small business. That's why we use the term micro business, and that micro business is still trying to get out there and do more right now. You know, what we saw coming out of 2024 is the demand at the top of the funnel. And remember, a lot of people just come to us for a domain name.
Right.
Is still healthy. It's still very, very much healthy.
And that's still the bulk of your business.
It's a lot of our business. Yeah. But that attach, you know, is going up for us, which means they're coming in with intent. And if you come in to get a domain name and you have an intent to do something, that is a great sign for us.
But I'm curious about how you grow from here, because the customer count has seemed to plateau a little bit, and this market is only so big. What do? Do you go up market?
No, we have a right to win where we are in the micro business, and we will continue to focus
So this is
on
like
this
fewer than 10 employees, micro business.
Yeah, micro business could be around 10, maybe $1 million a year, that type of business. This is where we have a right to win. This is the customer we know. I say in technology, two things you always have to be able to do: innovate and know your customer. And we have the ability to do it in this market. And listen, we generate a lot of free cash flow, and we have a strong balance sheet. We just hit 10 years as a public company. We are so excited about the next 10 years and our ability to keep this compounding on it. Why? This group needs these tools to be successful. They need to know how to use technology, and they can't be dealing with 8 applications at night trying to figure out which one isn't working or working. They just deal with us.
So you're about 21 million customers, right?
Yeah.
How do you kind of grow beyond that, or what are your expectations? Because it does seem like you've plateaued a little bit.
Yeah. So
looking at some of the research.
We have focused on, you know, we call it profitable growth. And so making sure that we are continuing to drive profitability and grow at a steady rate.
So you would rather keep that base and make each of those customers more profitable for you?
Yes. Right. And you think about it, we for our customers, there's 3 levels of it. There's the new customer just coming in, which we have the ability to sell them products and then attach. We have our existing customers. We have a lot of existing customers, and our ability to get them to even attach currently is a great opportunity for us. And you think we launched commerce a couple of years ago.
Right.
And our ability to convert our existing base over to our commerce platform has been allowing us to drive GPV within our model, again, because we know this customer.
How do you look at the relationship between you, the websites that you host, that you have, and also social platforms as they increasingly get into commerce? Is a website still going to be the primary digital platform in the age of social and in the age of AI?
Yeah, so for the entrepreneur, for the micro business, their ability to go across multiple platforms is just needed by them. They can't focus on just one platform.
So you're saying, yeah, they might have the TikTok shop or the Instagram, whatever it is, but they're also going to have their landing page that's hosted by you.
They're going to need their landing page because they're going to have to go to more platforms. And by the way, when they have their own website and landing page, they can use that data to determine where they want to go next, what is more profitable. Every social media platform is going to have their own metrics of how they sell. There's nobody out there on a platform that actually just gives them the data they need in order to be successful. And that's what we do. And that's why we service this market.
Last question. What worries you when you look at the environment right now?
Yeah, so there's a lot of unpredictability out there. Now, we have felt really good. We've been around for a while. We've been around for almost 30 years. We've gone through economic crises and different cycles. Everyone is a little different. And we've been able to watch as entrepreneurs have managed through this. We saw the financial crisis. We saw a lot of new business formations during the financial crisis in 2008. We saw unemployment go up at the same time. This time, as we went through, we didn't see unemployment go up as high. You didn't see the same reaction in the entrepreneurial business. Everything went fine, but everything has a reactionary difference as we go through different markets, and what worries me is making sure that we're watching all the signals to see how they may have a downstream impact, and not just trying to focus on one of the signals. And when you watch all of them, then you can start to pick up a little bit of, okay, how is this going to hit that mom and pop shop down the block? They may not be able to hire somebody like they wanted to. Well, maybe we can provide them a tool now that allows us to do that. So we feel we have to constantly be out there watching that market, feeling them, meeting the customers, seeing what's working for them, and hearing them. So again, coming back to that relationship with that customer group becomes just very, very important to us.
Yeah, that sounds certainly, especially with so much coming at business owners right now.
Yes.
It's a lot. This was fun. Thank you.
Thank you. This was great.
Yeah.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, thank you. Congratulations. 10 years?
10 years. Public company.
Mark McCaffrey,
All right.
CFO of GoDaddy, joining us right here in studio.
Hey, let's get an update on everything happening after hours and how the market's closed. Here he is, Charlie Pellet.